We are live. So, good morning, everyone. Good afternoon and good evening, wherever you are joining us from, anywhere from the world. And this is another episode of DMI Show, a show for brought to you by DMI Digital Marketing Agency, a show for professionals, marketers, as well as people that just want to learn stuff regarding digital marketing. And today, live on the stage, I'll be hosting this show. As you already know, as usual, my name is Abib, and here with me is my boss, all the way from Pakistan.
Oh,
So, Mr. Bilal Hassan. So, welcome, Bilal. Could you introduce yourself to our audience, please?
yes. Thank you very much, Habib, first of all, for having me. It's a pleasure seeing you after some time. Yes, everyone, my name is Bilal, and I'm just a salesperson. This is my introduction. And these days, I'm heading a company. Its name is Stone. We deal with a lot of natural stones, and we do interior designing, and we work with architects and everything like that. So this is a brief introduction of me. I'm just a salesman. This is my introduction. So yes, Habib, do you
Right.
have a question for me? Okay.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bilal. So today, you know, um, we are going to be looking at sales. No matter what you do, no matter the niche that you are in, digital marketing, any market whatsoever, sales is the heart of any business whatsoever. I mean, without sales, the business is died. So today, that's why we look at chipping in sales today. We've been looking at SEO quite a while, web design, and all of that. But today, we want to that's why we bring an expert on stage to actually shed more light on sales for you. So, and today we are going to be looking at negotiation tactics in global corporate sales. So how you could actually close high ticket sales, for your company. So I believe we have a lot of people, or a lot of entrepreneurs, business owners. This is a show for you to actually, you can send this the recording of this show to your team later, for them to learn, because I believe it's going to be a premium one. Is going to be premium content today. So quickly, Mr. Bilal, so please could you share more light about, what is corporate sales? I mean, what does it embody in all its entirety?
Okay. So thank you, Habib. So I will take it from here. There's a discussion that I like to have for 15, 20 minutes. It might enlighten some people on what sales are. So sales is no matter it's corporate sales or no matter it's B2B or no matter it's B2C, sales is all about customer journey. It's all about the customer, you know. So sales, if I say someone asked me someday that if you can explain sales in some other words, and I say the sales is customer services, you know, this is the another definition of the sales. Sales can never go strong if the customer services are not there. If the customer is not feeling at ease doing business with you, then it's the journey that really matters, right? So sales and customer services are linked very closely. If your customer services is good and you're not doing much sales, that there is something wrong, you know. So I will explain sales first is customer services. This is how I like to start with. And then if you come down and come a little deep in sales, then it is a lot of other things, that matters in sales. So sales is all about listening first to what the customer wants and then responding with a solution, and also understand where the customer is coming from. So a lot of salespeople, conversations happen, and the biggest mistake that salespeople do is when they enter someone's office, they will straight away say, "Hey, sir, this is my card. These are the samples. This is what I do," and that's it. So I think that is like a sales pitch, right? But I believe that there should be conversations, and conversation and sales pitch are totally different. So I think once you go somewhere and for a meeting or something, I think you should know first of all where you're going. So you should know a little bit about that company that you are going to pitch to, or you the potential customers. Know something about them. Use LinkedIn, use the Instas, use the Facebook, use all these digital platforms which are there and could provide you little information about that company that you're going to. And first, when you go there, I don't think you should start with, hey, do introduce yourself, but I think slowly mold the conversations towards what you're there for. So, get the other person interested. Tell them that, we know about your company. We were looking at the internet. We were looking at, all the news that you've been posting. And it's quite interesting to see that. And slowly talk about the person, how long he's here for, how long he's been doing this, and slowly mold the conversation towards what you're there for. So I think it's all about how you communicate. So communication is one of the very important things in sales. The communication is such a strong thing that you can start a war with the communication and also stop it. So it's quite powerful. Then there is a lot of other things that come in between a salesperson personality. A salesperson should be very confident, good in body language. There's a huge gap in the body language. That's another subject. If you know the body language and if you know the psychometrics and if you study about the four personalities, that everyone is falling in some category. There are four personalities that all the humans fall into. And if you know that by talking and by knowing the body language of the other person, then you can very well judge that this is the kind of the personality you're dealing with. So salesperson is friends with everyone. I always say that customer is the king, right? But then I also say he can also become your friend. So thing is this,
Right.
it depends on you that how really you tag the relationship along. And it's all about relationships. That's what with my small experience in the corporate world, it's and the sales world, and it's all about relationships. And relationships are built over trust and integrity. That are the most important factors. Some people go and sell by saying a please word. Yes, it's a nice word, but then I think a salesperson should know that it's an equal thing. We are giving a service to someone, and someone is buying our service. So
Mm.
it's like mutual, right? And what the customer needs, we are providing to those needs, right? And then the journey is very important. You have to map the journey of the customer. I'm just giving you an example. If the order comes in, how quickly do you respond to your emails? If the complaint is there, how soon you solve it? You know, so it's the whole journey that matters. If the customer will have a smooth journey, they will not only encourage you to other clients, but they will also like to give you more business. They like to give you that because they are getting a service. So there are two kind of, I think, concept these days. One is Mr. Habib known as product selling, right, where you sell a product, and then there is one thing known as service selling. So I think if your product is sold by service, it will be really long term, and not only that, it will be very fruitful. Uh, this is how it's going to be because as close you get with the customer, the more customer tells you what they really are looking for. And if you provide them with a very nice, customer services and also service package it, in a way that he feels like a king, the customer should feel like a king, and if you make them feel like that, I think they're okay with you. You have to respect what they are saying. You have to respect everything where they're coming from, and then you have to also tell that what you're doing. So this is, I think, a very mutual relation, when it comes to sales with the customer and also the salesperson. Then I just noticed in a lot of organizations, when a salesperson comes and does sales, then the account management comes in and the account managers come in. And what happens is, can you hear me? Sorry.
Sorry for the little interruption, please.
Okay, so where were we, Habib? Do you remember? I'm just joking. I exactly know what I was saying. All right.
Right.
Um, so I think it's very important that you feel that it's so important to uh, map out the journey of the customer, you know. And I told you there are many ways you can do business. Either you can sell service or you can sell the product, right? So I think service selling is something that the world is evolving to. Everyone is realizing that how important is it. And I was telling you that many of the times it happens that, you know, the salesperson brings in the sales, and then there is account managers who are tagged against that account, and they take care of that account. But I think because it's the first contact person is always a salesperson, you can never throw him out of the chain because he's the
Mm,
person who made the relationships first. And I'm sure the relationships of salespeople are very strong. So I think they should be kept in the loop, you know, in the account management too. This is my personal, feedback on this, but I am okay with however the corporate world is working these days. Then there are a lot of other things. It's a very nice saying. Uh, there are three words that someone told me. It was a trainer. Her name is Saira Akbar. She's from Global Management Consultants, one of the mentors. And a long time back, quite some years, it's been around 14 years back, I had a training with her. And she explained me two things. I learned a lot, but two things were there. It was FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And then there is FAB, feature, advantages, and benefits. So I think this is a combination of both things. So fear, uncertainty, doubt is always gonna there. It's gonna be there with the customer always, and you have to just convert it to feature advantages and benefits. You got to tell them that why us. You have to give them a very good reason. And I think if you're a service-oriented company, then I think service sells everywhere, right? So this is how it is. So it's about FUD and FAB, fear, uncertainty, doubt, and then changing it to feature advantages and benefits. This is how you operate there. Then SOC you were talking about, Mr. Habib, and digital. This is another word, you know. This has come in, and this is very interesting. And now the AI, which is just coming in very rapidly, you know. So digital is another world where if you know how to use it properly, and if you really strategize it in a proper way, then I think it can really boost up your sales. It can really,
Mhm.
really bring some customers because the reach is unlimited. You can reach wherever you want, just sitting in front of your laptop or a phone. So it's quite interesting, the digital thing. I'm a very strong believer in digital, and we have got youngsters who are coming in, and they are putting their new ideas, and we are following that. And it's quite interesting to see how it's evolving day by day. That's
Mhm.
something very interesting to see in the digital world, where the AI is coming up and everything is getting reformed every day. So it's
Mhm.
quite interesting. We
Mhm.
yet to see. I don't think it's going to stop anywhere, but let's see. How it
Exactly.
is. And so I think just bringing it all down, I think a salesperson is a free soul. So I will, really request all the leadership, who was looking after the sales teams, to make them feel free. They are free souls. The more they will feel
Mhm.
free, the more higher they will fly. So I think the micromanagement and these all things should be, uh, it's like unlearn to learn. You got to take a few things out. So I think micromanagement really destroys a sales charisma. They destroy the sales personality because salespeople are free people, and if you micromanage them, then I think it's pretty unfair. So this is how it is. So
Mhm.
in a short thing, in the end, I would like to say, please, everyone, start selling services. Don't sell product. Make sure you take care of your customers nice. Make sure they smile when you see you,
Mhm.
and make sure that they say thank you instead of cursing and everything. So I think everything is in your control. You're the driver of the car, and every salesperson is a message for you guys. I love you guys a lot. I've been doing sales for a long time, and I feel you guys. You are the heroes, and you make it happen. So keep on moving and keep on pushing hard.
Right. Thank you very much, Bilal Bhai. Very short, but yet, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you, Habib. Of
Okay.
course.
Okay. I said very short, but very loaded. Very short, but very loaded. So quickly, Bilal Bhai, before you go,
Mm,
please can you shed more light on, what are tactics to actually, close a deal, in a corporate setting. Either you are selling
mhm.
services or you are selling products. Could you wrap
Yeah.
it up with that quickly?
Yes. Okay. Habib, coming back to product and selling, it's not same. It's the same thing. If I sell a product, I will give you an example. If I am selling you this and it's without a cover, then I'm selling you with a cover. Service is all about covering that product in services. Making sure your customers are happy, making sure you're calling them, making sure they before they give you a reminder, you're reminding them. So you have to really, it's the opposite way. So this is what it is. Okay, coming back to your question, interesting. I think you should be a good listener. First, register what the customer is saying. Go back, do a proper working, come back with a solution that suits the customer and he understands what it is. And then I think this is the first step that you can take. And rest is all about, I think, price, yes, but I think relationships. So I will come
Mm.
back to the relationships. The more you have a relationship strong, the easier it will be to get in the corporate world. You have to make sure the customer doesn't even like you, he has to love you. So that's the difference. So I think it's very pretty simple, Mr. Habib. It's how you go and present. If you present in a nice way, that's great. And if you're giving a good service, even great. And you will go close to closing the deal. This is very simple. So this is how I close deals. So I will not let you know the strategies around it. There is no strategy. You have to be good with people, respect
Mm.
for people. This is what it is. You know, so you have to respect everyone along the way as well. And I think if you are respecting humanity and people, then people will respect you too. So it's very simple. And they will listen to what you have to say. And once they give you a chance to listen to you, then it's up to you how you take the conversation. I think you should get out from the sales pitch and start having conversations with your clients. So
Mm.
it's not always that you're going to close the business, but try to make friends, and business will close whenever.
Right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Bilal Bhai. That's a
You're more than
good,
welcome.
you wrap up the very profound points right there. I mean, it does. Sometimes you might not end up and closing deals, but make sure you tie in that relationship. Make sure you tie that relationship.
Correct.
So thank you very
Correct.
much, Bilal Bai. So because of your time, we'll not be able to engage. We have some. We'll not be able to engage questions really. So, but I believe you will still hoping to come on this show.
Of
Anytime we call
course.
on you.
Anytime,
So
Habib.
thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much
Thank you for
for
having me.
for
Thank you for
answering us.
having me, Habib,
And
and all the best to
right.
all the salespeople and all the best to you as well. And you're more than welcome. I can join whenever you want.
Right. So, before you go, could you tell us where people could follow you to learn about sales, about something you do around what you do, really?
Okay, you want to know what I'm doing these days?
No, no, no. I mean, could you tell our audience where they could follow your work, what you do to learn more about sales?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, lovely, lovely. Okay, so I'm heading right now. Company Stored is the name, if you can see on my shirt right here. And you can find me on LinkedIn, and you can shoot a message if I can help you in any way. It's more than welcome. This is the medium that you can stay in touch with me.
Okay. Please, what's your handle on LinkedIn?
My full name is Syed Bilal Hassan. So SYED HASSAN, and Syed Bilal BILAL Hassan HASSAN. So Syed Bilal Hassan, if you can find me there, so it will be written stored, the company name. You will find our logo there. And you can connect with me directly, not an issue.
Right. Thank you very much, Bilal Bai. So you can join Mr. You can connect to Bilal Bai only on LinkedIn. So Said Bilal Hassan. So on LinkedIn. If you have any
Correct.
questions, if you need some clarities, if you need some consulting regarding sales, you can always reach out to him. So thank you very much for joining us. And I'll say goodbye. So thank you very much, Bilal Bai.
Yes. Thank you very much, Abhi.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful day
Bye
ahead.
bye. Yeah. See you.
Bye bye,
See
everyone.
you.
Take care. Bye.
Thank you.